Medicare, and the $2,100 max out of pocket right now in 2026, catching millions of seniors off guard who are enrolled in Medicare Part D plans and who may not be able to pick up their prescriptions from the pharmacy simply because it is way, way, way too expensive, especially early on in the year, just like this, early on in 2026, as all of these thresholds have been reset as of the beginning of the year. Therefore, seniors are on the hook for thousands and thousands of dollars before their insurance picks up any of the burden. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that are leaving their prescriptions at the pharmacy because they simply can't afford it right now. However, there is a solution to this, and that's exactly what I want to talk about here in this video. And I also do have this information right here, which I'm going to pop up on the screen in just a minute so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they're talking about right here. I'll explain all the details. This will be a nice visual representation so you can see it for yourself. But again, I'll explain all of it for you in this video. Now, I do want to talk about the Medicare Prescription Payment Plan, otherwise known as PPP. It's a really, really nice option, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that don't know about this, which is why I want to share it with you here in this video. In fact, let's pop this information up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details of this. Let me explain the information you need to know. All right, so again, this is just those people enrolled in Medicare Part D plans, which, by the way, it's tens of millions of people that are enrolled in Medicare Part D plans. Now, if you have a Part D plan, here's how this goes. There's no cost to enroll. It's free. There's no interest, nothing like that, okay? So it's a really, really cool option. Remember, $2,100 is how much you're on the hook for before your plan starts paying on this, right? So basically, your $2,100 max out-of-pocket expenditures. Now, how do you enroll in this thing? And again, remember, it's called PPP, Prescription Payment Plan. You would call your provider, okay? So whoever your plan provider is, you would call them to enroll in this. And here's what they do. Rather than you go into the prescription, say in January, February, March, April, something like that, early on in the year, and the pharmacy is like, hey, yeah, your bill today is $560. And you're like, I can't afford that right now, especially living on a fixed income, primarily from Social Security or whatever it happens to be. This is the unfortunate situation. But if you enroll in the PPP, again, prescription payment plan, through your plan provider, basically what they do is they take that and they spread it out over the course of the entire year. So rather than paying that full $2,100 in, say, the first 2, 3, 4 months or so of the year, or maybe longer, and having that huge financial burden early on in the year, they spread that out throughout the course of the entire year. So what they do is that when you go to the pharmacy and you pick up your Medicare approved prescriptions, right, the ones that they actually pay for, and you go to pick those up, there'd be a $0 payment due at the pharmacy. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Well, you're not off the hook yet, so it's not free, not yet, okay? So don't act like it's free, but rather it's a $0 payment at the pharmacy for these Medicare-approved prescription items, right? But then your plan will send you a bill for the amount, but rather the full amount that you would have paid at the pharmacy. What they would do is they would spread that dollar amount out over the course of the entire year, so you're paying for it over 12 months rather than over the course of, say, 2 or 3, 4 months, something like that. So rather than paying, say, something like $400, $500, $600 in the course of any given month for the first handful of months, whatever your prescriptions are. And again, obviously, I know it's not the same for everybody. It's going to be very different, but they spread that out over the course of the entire year. So now you may be paying, a couple $100 a month, maybe, $150, $180, $200, something like that, over the course of the entire year on a monthly basis, versus a huge, huge, huge amount of expenses for your pharmaceuticals early on in the year if you didn't have this plan, okay? So again, it's not something you have to do. It is definitely not required. It is totally voluntary. As you can see it there in that information that I put up on the screen for you, it's completely voluntary. It's something you can opt into or opt out of if you want to do. Totally up to you. You don't have to take advantage of this, but it is an option to help offset that $2,100 burden, your max out of pocket for your Medicare Part D coverages, okay? So now you might be wondering, but wait, I have a Medicare Advantage plan. Does this apply? Not for Medicare Advantage, okay? So if you're on Medicare Advantage, which there's about 33-ish million people on Medicare Advantage plans, that's not what this is about. It's Medicare Part D, people that are enrolled there, okay? So again, the way that you would enroll in this is call your specific plan, say, hey, I heard about this prescription payment plan. Can you tell me more? How do I enroll? What does it have to be? And remember, there should be absolutely no cost to enroll in this, okay? They're not going to say, oh, it's going to be $5 a month to enroll. There's a subscription fee. No, there should be no fee for this. They're also not going to charge you interest, okay? So as they spread your payments out throughout the course of the entire year, they're not going to charge you interest on that. At least they better not, okay? They better not charge you interest on that. That's not how this goes. It's to help out seniors so you're not getting whacked with huge pharmacy bills early on in the year that most people can't really pay for, all right? And again, they also want you to help avoid people from passing up on their prescriptions early on in the year because they can't afford it. And unfortunately, that is something that's true. I've been reading about it. Is that seniors are going to the pharmacy and they're basically like, hey, this is very expensive. I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. And they can't pay for it. That's why they have this plan. Okay. So again, if you're somebody that's maybe out there, and maybe you get a couple prescriptions per month and maybe it's costs, $50, $100, something like that, it may not make sense for you to enroll in this simply because whether you do or you don't, the amount's basically going to be the same, right? This would be primarily for those people that have hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of monthly prescriptions, okay? Those people that have multiple hundreds of dollars worth of prescription items, those are the people that would benefit the most out of this by enrolling in the PPP prescription payment plan versus people that have, say, less than, say, like $100 or less, or maybe even like, say, $150 or less of pharmacy expenditures. It probably wouldn't, just being honest with you, okay? It probably wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for somebody like that. But anybody that has maybe say like $150+ a month, it may be worth it for you at that point. Anticipating that there may be more prescriptions throughout the year. Again, we don't know. Again, I don't know your exact situation. I'm just giving some examples here of who may benefit from this if you are on Medicare Part D coverage, okay? So anyway, now again, I know that this can be massively confusing, right? Massively confusing. Medicare is so confusing. There's so many moving parts about this. There's all the rules, the different parameters. There's 20,000+ plans across the country. It can be very, 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 very confusing. Anyway, you probably noticed it by now. I'm just going to say it really quickly. If you happen to be on Medicare, which I presume that you're on Medicare, if you're watching this video, you're probably on Medicare. If you need to enroll in Medicare, if you have questions on Medicare, if you can't stand your Medicare plan and you want to see what options or flexibilities you may have, or getting help finding the right Medicare plan coverages for you and your personal needs, just call Chapter. Phone number's right there for you. This phone number on the screen is for Chapter Medicare. They've already helped thousands, multiple thousands of you in this community. Just in the last year or so, about 10,000 of you just in this community on this channel alone have called that phone number, which is absolutely amazing. About 10,000 of you just in the last year, okay? Those of you in this community also have collectively saved over $2 million just in this community. Those of you on this channel collectively saved over $2 million just in the last year calling that phone number, which is honestly really, really cool. By the way, my secret little goal for those of you in this community is to collectively save $10 million. Those of you in this community, by calling that phone number, getting free help, you can see it right there, free Medicare help, by calling that and getting help just so far this year, or by the end of 2026, my secret little goal is to have those of you in this community collectively save $10 million, which would be honestly amazing. That's so much money that is back in your pocket by simply making a free phone call and getting free help finding what plan coverages are best for you and your personal needs. So anyway, if you're on Medicare, if you don't like your plan, if you have questions on Medicare, if you need to enroll in Medicare, if you have a special enrollment period that has opened up for you because you moved across state lines or county lines, whatever the situation is, just call Chapter there. I think you may be shocked with your optionality, your flexibility, whatever it happens to be, even early on in 2026 right here, right now. I think you still may be shocked with what options you still have at your disposal at the moment. Anyway, give them a call, see what they can help you out with. And again, they have access to over 20,000 plans across the entire country. They can help you wherever you're at, okay? Anyway, after you talk to them, by the way, drop a comment down below on any video here on the channel. Doesn't matter which video. Just make sure to use the word chapter within your comment. That's the keyword that I search for to find the comments. I'll grab your comment and I'll add it to my very long list of ongoing comments here that I pulled out of the comment section just over the last couple months here. Page after page after page of comments that I've pulled out. And again, I know I'm flicking through them kind of fast here, but multiple comments that I've been pulling out of the comment section over the last couple months here. Again, I have more pages than this. This is just some of them that I have here. And then I also have this document here as well. From those of you that have reached out, hundreds of dollars worth of monthly savings, thousands of dollars of annualized savings from those of you in this community. Again, couple pages worth here. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Over $2 million of savings just from those of you in this community. Again, call on the phone number here, which is honestly really, really cool. I'd love to see those of you in this community collectively save at $10 million by the end of this year. That'd be really cool. That'd be amazing. That's a lot of money to be saving and back in your pocket, not in the pockets of the insurance providers. Anyway, let me know what else I can do for you. Otherwise, please, if you're new here, subscribe, 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button right down below as well. Otherwise, drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. And as always, again, after you call chapter, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter. Let me know how it goes. And I'll grab your comment and I'll add it to my very long list of comments and growing every single day. All right, anyway, enjoy. Take care. Have a good one. And I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video. I hope this helps you out. Call your insurance provider and see what they can do. Again, Part D, those people, prescriptions, Part D is what this is all